But I'm very excited for this.
You are very excited.
I don't know why.
You're bothering me.
When I was writing all these down, I was like, damn, there was a lot of stuff this season, man. Like, there was truly a lot of moments that all worked for best or worse in this award show that we do.
I feel like my mind is poisoned at this point. All right,
It's kind of crazy because when I was going back, I was like, God, I remember everything.
I have to read a sentence of the episode, and you're like, got it. Like, I hate that,
bro. I am right there with you. That's all I was doing at work today, was like just making sure I was going through everything. And I was like, okay, what happened in this again? And I was like, oh, I remember everything now. Every scene was coming back to me. I was like, wow. But it's the little stuff, because there were little things we talked about earlier.
Man, at least you didn't have to communicate with the audience. Good God, I'm having to keep up. I'm like a hamster on a wheel over here. Give me some water. I'm thirsty. This is insane. However, I was loving it at the same time.
I'm about to say, you think that's a lot, dude? I know you're enjoying it, man.
Well, I get the attention. I feel like that it's attention for me, so that's what makes me enjoy it over anything else. I'm like, oh my God, they love me. But in reality, I just disagree with everybody, and I just want to argue.
That's true, and I do like it because you're not scared to. We need someone who's not scared to.
No, I'm not.
People were suggesting certain things, and you're like, all right, no.
Listen, I will give you things, and I am going to be complimenting those where we have taken answers from. Some of you have won out there. You don't win anything, but you win a shout out. And that's what's important here.
That's honestly the most important thing here. Very important. Because you're not getting this shout out from Somebody Save Me podcast, then
our tens of listeners will hear you.
Yeah, what's going on? Like, you're clearly not going to make it if we're not shouting you out. So, sorry. But if you didn't know, we are now at the Season 3 awards for Smallville. And again, very excited because there was a lot of things that happened this season. I think me and Taylor definitely have a lot of great best and worst moments. We're doing a little different, as you mentioned, obviously, that we involved the audience this time more. Because I think we really just mentioned it last time, didn't really force it, Yeah,
and if we don't mention you, it's because you suck, and that means we hated your idea. I'm just kidding. Actually, this was our fault. We had to do the show a little bit earlier, so the ones that we missed, it just means you were too late. Everybody else, you were perfect.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But yes, our fault at the same time, but mostly yours.
Yeah, that's right. We won't take all the blame.
No, I'm John.
And yeah, so we involved them, got some of those nominees in, so that's great. And so thank you for that, of course. We'll do the shout-outs here in a second. Stop rushing us. And I think we had more than 8 categories last time, or have we always had 8? I feel like 8's kind of new.
I feel like I'll put it to you this way. We may have had a little bit more. I don't know if we've done as many best and worst. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right. I don't think there were as many.
And the other side of this, however, we usually don't have this many nominees. So that's why this is a little bit, it could be longer. So if you were expecting a short little episode on your morning drive, you can go to hell.
Honestly, it might be longer.
Maybe a longer one.
And now, so again, yeah, we're going to have 8 categories, all really leading to the big shebang. We got one that's different from the best and worst. And that'll be cool.
Yeah,
and
cool
to talk about.
We'll definitely do that before, because the big shebang is always going to be the best and the worst episode. We always like to end on a high note. Right. The only thing about this year is that it is a little bit too obvious on what that winner is. However, some of you try to argue, and you know what? I'm not impressed.
Damn, you heard it here first.
I'm just kidding. I was a little impressed because you actually brought up a good point, and you were playing at my heartstrings. I hate whenever people do that to me.
They were doing that. I noticed that because I would have done the same thing.
They just use my own arguments against me, and they're like, Taylor, I know you love this, you like that, and they just start wiggling their finger on me.
Why wouldn't this be yours, Taylor? Why am I having to bring it up?
Oh, are you not the same anymore now that you're a father?
Yeah, father and a mustache? What is going on?
It's true. Trying to look extra creepy these days.
All right, so enough lollygagging. We're going to get right down to the Season 3 awards for the show this season. And yeah, of course, we have to play the intro, so here you go. You want to take the first one?
Yeah. So what, you want to start out with best fight?
Best fight.
Okay.
We'll start out a little heavy.
So we do have some nominees. I don't know if you have any different ones because I didn't really ask you what your nomination was.
Yeah.
But one of the nominees I have is going to be Clark versus John in Exile in episode 2.
We doing best first?
Oh, are we doing best? Are we doing
Yeah, do best. That's fine.
All right, then I'm going to stick to it. Okay.
All
right. But yeah, so Exile Part 2, where it was Clark versus John. That was the first nomination, or at least an honorable mention, you can say, because I think it's very clear here that the winner is going to be going to the ladies of this evening, which is Lana versus Chloe. In Delete, episode 11, bringing the axe down on each other, going into the girls' locker room, having the surprise ending of Adam showing up. I believe this was just a flawless fight, and what I love more than anything about it is that John and Clark's fight was supposed to be the big shebang of two superpower guys going up against each other. And you know what happened? The reporter and the coffee waitress owned them.
Oh, you're so right.
It's insane.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like it was pretty unanimous that it was going to be.
Oh yeah,
it was going to be the
there was. I did not have any type of pushback. Again, Will was the one that gave us the honorable mention when it came to the John versus Clark fight, so we do appreciate that. I also appreciate that he couldn't even admit that Lana and Chloe's was not the victor.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it was unanimous. There is no way in hell anybody should be thinking of anything else. I'm just hoping it's not the best of the series. Like, if it is, I'm not going to be truly disappointed.
No,
it's
bro.
just whoever did that fight scene, why wouldn't they come back and do another one for us? Because damn, if they can just make a high school fight look like that, what could they do with superpowers when it's John versus Clark? Because all we had was just throwing pipes at each other.
And oh my God, remember Jeremiah and Clark? They just ran into each other.
Well, yeah, the spinning around
Oh,
each
and then
other.
they threw each other on trees.
Yeah, I think the best part of their fight was when Jeremiah stabbed him.
Hit him with the tree.
No, that was awful. You mean when he's 5 feet away from Lax?
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. But yeah, no, unanimous because I definitely put Delete. Great fight.
So shout out Jeremiah fight too, though.
But shout out Jeremiah, you know? Jeremiah Bullfrog?
Jeremiah Bullfrog. He is still alive and well. Or coma.
Oh, yeah, he's alive and sleeping.
So coma.
Yeah. Long nap. Long nap. We'll see you never. So we're done with Bess.
Yes, best fight.
Obviously.
Chloe versus
Delete.
Lana.
Ding, 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 ding. Good job, Delete. You did really good.
Woo!
Now it's on to worse.
Worst fight? Okay. So I think
This was hard for me.
this was a little difficult for me. I had 2 nominations that I could think of here, which the first one was Jordan versus Coach Altman in Hereafter.
Was that a fight?
Dude, that was considered a fight.
What?
They pushed each other.
That's not a fight,
Hey,
Taylor.
I put that as a nomination. My real fight was Clark plus Sarah versus the Traveler.
That was pretty bad.
That was the worst fight for me, where it was Clark just doing the heat ray one time to burn him, and then him saying, "Sarah, you can do it. You have all the control. Ah, he's got me." That, for me, was just awful. Like, all around.
Yeah, I do, huh?
And
And then does it.
Slumber episode 4, I have to say this is my worst fight. And also Sarah having the mind of a child. It's like, was that what Clark was supposed to be doing? You're creating this nightmare. Don't worry, I'll give you snacky time. Don't worry, I'll read you a book. Don't think of monsters in the closet.
I mean, bro, I'll give it to you because that's a solid. I wrote that one down too as a nominee.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was your other one?
Velocity. is very bad.
There was a fight in Velocity?
That's a fight. If you're going to count the first
Wait, you're saying racing cars was a fight?
Dante and Pete, that conflict, bro?
Dante went into a puddle of water and flipped his car.
Worst fight.
That's not a fight. That's not a fight. No,
That's a great nominee. What do you mean?
I can't believe you came at me with a Jordan versus Altman when you had cars flipping.
Yeah, because Jordan just said, hey, man, get out of the road.
Or were you saying worst fight was Pete versus Dante's men when he got his ass whooped, and the reason why it's the worst fight is they didn't show us?
No, dude.
Oh, that's not what you're saying.
Hate crime. That's like hate crime, dude. That's why they didn't show it.
No. That was later on hate crime. Loader was hate crime.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about when Dante beat up
Dante's guys. No, man. He just didn't blow the race. That had nothing to do with anything else.
All right, but we're forgetting about the real good, worse fight.
What?
Yeah.
You have another one?
Yeah.
What is your other?
In Whisper, episode, I believe that was 10, when he fought Nathan at the junkyard.
He killed him.
Nathan did his little stupid
but that's
throat
not a
power.
fight. There was no
They
pushing.
were fighting.
There was no pushing.
Are you kidding
Clark
me?
didn't even know who he was when he walked up.
He put a blowtorch in that man's eyes for a second.
You're talking about that scene.
No. I'm talking about
You're talking about the
overall fight with Nathan at the end at the junkyard. Nathan does the throat thing.
Yeah, and he has the
And
pile of cars.
the stack of junk cars falls on him.
Yeah.
And Clark runs out of the way.
And you know what? I just still think that Clark was telling jokes. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, do you work here? I know he knew who he was. I'm never going to let that go.
Bro. Nah.
No.
I mean, no, dude.
You and Matt disagreed with me. I'm still holding on to that.
That's true.
He knew who he was. He was telling jokes.
Nah, he wasn't, no.
That would have probably been the best
didn't know
Clark
him,
moment,
dude.
though, if he was. Right?
He pulled the blind trick. He's Lionel now.
And then he killed the guy.
It's like, okay, maybe Lionel is his friend. Maybe we weren't crazy.
They really are BFFs.
Maybe they are friends. Maybe that's why. But, no, that's mine. Whisper, Junkyard, Nathan.
No. There's no way it beats Clark and Sarah versus Traveler. Are you kidding me right now?
This is why we need a third party here.
We need a third party.
Damn.
All right.
What are we going to do there? Because those are equally as bad.
We're going to flip a coin. You got a coin.
Ooh, I'll go with that. I'll be
right.
fine with a coin flip.
All right, you got one?
Hell no, I don't.
All right.
Well, what can we flip? Oh, you want me to tell? Look, I'll tell my phone to flip it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, technology. Crazy stuff.
Let's see. What are you calling?
I'm calling heads.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Heads.
Oh,
You heard it here first.
that means it was Clark and Sarah versus the Traveler as the victor for worst fight. Worst fight!
The fate said it so, or the algorithm did in my phone.
Yeah, either way, that was awful. I had to sit through that, man.
Dude, there was quite a few bad fights.
Yeah, I would still date her over Emily, though.
Yeah. No. I don't know. Dude, we can't get back into that, man.
You're
It's
right.
tough.
Too long of an argument on that.
Too long of a thought.
Yeah, now that's a nomination.
Who would you date? All right. So we just got done
The
with
third
fight.
nomination's Pete.
I'm definitely picking Sarah. Or, yeah, why would I even have Pete in there? Pete's going to be the only one to enjoy that because we know he's gay.
Man, that's so messed up. Poor Pete. Wichita.
Peace out. Sorry, Clark. I can't keep your secret like it anymore.
And I can't run to you.
Yeah. And I can't run to you, Pete.
We'll call it an even trade.
Sounds fair to me, buddy. Say hi to your mom. Good luck with the move.
You're the best.
He like pats him on the
But
back.
seriously, don't tell anybody.
You know I can hear you all the way from over here, right?
I didn't tell you, my super hearing has improved.
Don't even try it. You know that, right?
Remember when I
He
grabbed you?
just like pats him on the
he
shoulder.
does the shoulder thing.
Yeah, he's
again.
like, "Hey, man," and he just kind of grips it a little bit. You know, right? Like not to do that. Okay, cool. See you later, bud. Now we're going to best plan and worst plan.
Yeah,
You down
okay.
for that?
If you want to go best plan, fine, you go. Go ahead.
Damn.
What do you got?
We're going to start with best plan? All
Yeah.
right.
What do you got for nominations? Because I got a little bit here.
I'm going to go with a nice perverted one right now.
What? You got something different than the nominations?
What do you mean? This is like the nomination, yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
Alicia, dude. Best plan? She had the best plan ever.
What? Wait.
Alicia
Wait.
Baker. Obsession.
Wait. There's no way. I know, episode 14.
Yeah.
No, and no. There is no way her plan was great because Clark did not trust her. So her plan was flawed.
I'm talking solely going into his room at night.
That wasn't a good plan because
It's the greatest plan ever.
she didn't know that Clark was that clumsy to knock something over to wake up John. So she should have known that. She didn't prepare properly.
Look, man, I told you it's just like a weird nominee for me, okay? So just accept
You
it.
just wanted to mention her. That's all I got.
No, that's my nomination.
All right, so we do have a couple nominees here. Sebastian giving us one. Obviously, Sebastian's been on the show. He decided to nominate John makes a deal with Jarrell in order to whoop Clark's ass. You and I talked about this off camera.
I couldn't agree with it.
And more than anything, Sebastian Joseph just said he hated you. But what we decided, it was an emotional response.
It was emotional.
Even when Clark was in the phone booth, it's like he was making the choice to take off the ring to almost like call mom just so he can hear her breathing on the phone.
Yeah.
And then he put the ring back on that then is like, no, I'm going to hang up on mom. So it's like he was going back and forth already. I don't know if John going there was the best of plans because once again, where we've even talked about, it did cause his heart problems.
Yeah. And yeah, an impulsive decision, dude, that's not really a plan. Come on. Sebastian, come on.
All right, the other one that we have is from Will again, Will Amos. He decided to, this one's kind of weird. He nominated this for best and worst plan, so I can't give it to them just because they...
Oh, yeah. Which one was that again?
It was the lead bulletproof. It was Van's episode's Extinction. And it was...
Oh, because best plan was going to be, because I nominated this one as well, Extinction, the Kryptonite bullet.
And the other one that was from the same episode was the lead
vest.
The lead
Clark.
vest was a nomination for best plan. I can't give it to it because there's too many questions that are needing to be asked about it. And then the last nomination that we did have as well was Jarrell, and that came from Rainy Day. And this was about Jarrell having the plan, always being the background character that then was able to convince John to accept the deal, where in a way was able to manipulate him to then have Clark show up in the cave to eventually be able to take him. I do agree with one thing. Jarrell was able to get Clark in the end, but I can't have it be best plan, and it's because you already said it. That best plan goes to later on or earlier on in Extinction with Van creating the kryptonite bullets. This is a shout out to Tay. This is definitely, I didn't even think of Van for best plan. Mm-hmm. I was truly like, all right, when did Clark and the Kent family make a good decision? That's where I was leaning towards the best plan. Yeah. Tay bringing up this when it came to Van, having the state of mind to notice, hey, those rocks hurt that guy. I shouldn't just put the rocks on him. No. I should melt the rock, create a bullet, put the bullet in my gun.
He understood from the get-go, dude.
I'm then going to hide in the corn, and I'm going to shoot him from 100 yards away. He may hear my bullet, but he's not going to know what it is. Oh, and it's also going to go in his chest, right near his heart.
Mm-hmm. Because, it's just tough to give it to him because, Van was a racist.
Well, yes, you never want to reward a racist, but if it's this good of a plan...
I mean, yeah, it's true. They were both white. So...
also, at the same time, we're talking about kryptonite bullets here, folks. All right?
Yeah, chill out, guys.
Everyone needs to relax.
Clearly for special people.
See, Van makes us have to do this, which is why he was always a problem.
Ku Klux Van.
We have to put it like a disclaimer every time we talk about him.
Remember Van McNulty? Try not to. Okay?
Racist.
You don't need those thoughts in your head. You don't need those stuff.
But seriously, he had the best plan.
That's gonna be mine. That's my winner on best plan. I totally agree. Great nominee there, and
Thank you for everyone for participating, but you lost. All right, Tay won.
That's true.
He gets this award. I'm not even gonna take credit for it. All Tay. Usually, I would take credit for it. Though.
Good job, dude. Seriously, good fucking job. Wow. All right, so worst plan. Going to worst plan. I had a few in here, man. I had a lot.
Okay, I'm actually interested. What do you got over there?
Well, first off, I believe was Rainy Day even nominated this one. This was my first thought. Slumber, when Lana tried to go sabotage the uncle or just visit or something, and it's just like, hey, what are you doing? And then immediately does not try to leave, or like she just gets shot in the neck with that syringe and then just passes out. She was worthless. Worthless. What was the plan, huh, Lana? Idiot.
Okay, great nomination. Thank you, Rainy Day.
Next one was Clark in Memoria in Summerholt when he goes in. And when he confronts Dr. Gardner at the end.
Yeah, but we discovered that was just food coloring in water.
Oh, okay.
Only because he would be dead. He would be dead.
Nah, dude, it's not watered down kryptonite.
No, it's watered down kryptonite. They cut it with something.
How about when in also Legacy, Clark hides the key for John or from John? That was a great plan, huh?
Okay, so
I need the key back, Dad.
I love that because I also made fun of that and I wanted to include it. However, I'm still going back to maybe Clark was testing him. Maybe he was legitimately testing his father, being like, you know what? I bet he's not that bad. I bet he won't steal this. So I was trying to give Clark the benefit of the doubt on that one.
The most logical sense.
Is it though?
I don't. He's high all the time.
He was still shocked when it wasn't in there, and he has X-ray vision.
Damn it! Where is it? Gotcha, Clark.
Could have found out an hour ago if we had it or not. Didn't have to get the lock open. Thanks.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, but I'm going to tell you the one that I am sticking with.
All right.
That's Perry White in Perry when he does his stupid little suicide attempt to make Clark show him powers. Worst plan.
But he was right. I mean...
But he's not.
But hold on.
But as far as a plan.
But he was right about what Clark is.
No, Taylor.
But I get what you're saying. And I'm gonna...
But you can't say that because Clark literally did not have powers in that moment.
I know, but he didn't know that.
He also didn't know if he did have powers.
No. He knew Clark. Come on. He found the tractor. It fell out of the sky, Joseph. And then Clark just shows up out of nowhere.
Drunk.
Oh, how did I get here?
He's drunk.
What do you mean he's drunk?
He's drunk. Perry was drunk.
Perry's always drunk.
It's made up.
Doesn't mean he was wrong, though.
Nah. Worst plan.
All right, and this one, I do like this plan, and I didn't even think of this. So this was, once again, Exile with Morgan Edge and Clark pulling Hannah Baker. And him deciding, okay, you know what? Grabbing the kryptonite rock, cutting his wrist, putting the blood in the jar, and being like, you didn't even know what Lionel wanted, but now you do. Here's my blood. So not only showing Morgan the weakness, but also revealing that it was his blood that he was testing. So I'm not going to lie, that is definitely really good. I was really impressed because that was stupid. That was so dumb of Clark.
Dude, come on. Are you serious? I loved when Morgan's reaction was just looking at the jar like...
He's just like looking at him like, what are you
And he's looking at Clark just on the floor, just weak from the rock, and he's like... What is this? Like, what am I? He's like, that's what you need. Okay.
Hey, just watch him. Also, put these rocks on him because he's weak.
It's like, imagine if he actually did believe him. He's like, okay, this is what I need. Or if he didn't believe him, he's like, okay, well, this was psychotic, so I'm out of here anyways. Clark, like, watching you just do this freaks me out.
Clark, if he was he's already shown his powers to him. Why didn't he just zoom out of there, then get the blood, and then zoom back so that he didn't at least see what it was?
He says, Morgan, you're my 13th reason.
And then Morgan asks, what is this? It's cow's blood.
Cow's blood. What? Cow's blood.
Maybe Lionel's doing some ritual. Maybe you should ask him. But this is what you need. Instead, it was full on cutting myself right in front of him.
Okay, Taylor.
All
you
right.
win on that one.
No. I'm not done. And once again, everybody loses.
I thought you were agreeing with his one.
Nope.
All right, gotcha. What's yours?
Worst plan, and I'm disappointed everyone out there for not even thinking of it. Worst plan goes to Lionel Luthor. And his plan was Adam.
Great project.
So Adam was 6 episodes. And I want everybody to understand what the plan was. He had Clark's blood. He had a liver problem. He used that blood to raise the dead of a teenager that would then hit on Lana in physical therapy, start dating Lana,
To get to Clark.
and continuously using all the blood. And from the journal, didn't really seem like he was getting anywhere with Clark.
He wasn't getting anywhere with anything.
And so I'm going to have to say Lionel wasted all the blood, his time, and all of the resources in focusing on something that didn't work. Worst plan is Adam. And that was Lionel Luthor's.
But, like, top 10.
Top 10 character. But he himself was the plan.
Yeah.
And if the plan was, I'm going to get to Clark, I'm going to have somebody date Lana. What? That's not a good idea.
It's like Lex said, Dad, you've been reckless.
Why wouldn't he raise a girl like Kara from the dead and then try to get her to hit on Clark so Clark would then get close to actually somebody? Not, I need you to get close to Lana. Yeah, I bet she knows all. Have you met her?
Has he met her?
That's what I mean. Worst plan is Lionel Luthor. And
Man, the blood thing was good, too.
blood thing is great. The only reason why Adam wins, the longevity and for what, like how long he was doing it.
No, I agree with you on that because longevity, but also who is doing it.
Yes.
This guy's supposed to be the
mastermind.
Like, he was doing some things season 1.
And this was his plan? It was awful. And even with the Adam infatuation.
I mean, he was really optimistic on that one, I think.
He shot. He went for the fence.
He's like,
Oh, I got this.
what if we tried this? Guys. And everyone's looking at him like, yeah, great. He's absolutely right.
What if we try a teenage love story that doesn't involve Clark?
Wait. You have Chad Nash over there? We're going to call him Adam Knight. Yeah, I remember his first name.
Yeah, and he's going to impress everybody.
Chad Nash. They should have kept that shit.
Just go. Yeah, his name should have been Chad from the start.
Imagine his personality still, same one, but his name was Chad. That's a Chad.
And obviously, he was in room 3 the entire time. That's where his...
Level 3,
Yeah,
room 3.
That's where he stayed in his entire hospital time.
And he kicked women?
Yeah. Like, think about it. That's
Like
what
he did that twice. Delete and then Lana in the bed.
And this guy was sloppy with the serum. He gave this guy everything. Why?
Adam sucked.
Like, he used all the
Like if
blood.
he was like that in real life and did that many things, like
Okay.
he had no friends.
If I'm Lionel, though, too,
That just shows he had no friends.
I just see that this serum can raise a dead body. I should probably try it.
Yeah, like because what if you're already living?
Yeah.
Damn,
What does he do then?
why didn't he even try that?
That's what I mean. What was his plan? Adam.
Dude, Adam was great. Like he did great in making him, you know?
Yeah.
He was top 10. But okay, so I will go with yours though. I'm gonna go with yours.
Woo! Worst plan, Adam. Lionel.
Definitely gonna go with yours. Adam wins. Worst plan. Good job,
Thank you. Thank you.
dude. It's the mustache, man. Something's happening.
I know, it makes me smarter.
Now, I say you want to do villain.
Yeah, we can do villain. Only because villain's so easy, though, at the same time. Oh, wait. No, it's not. I got something special for you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is yours, so go for it.
So you want best first? You want worst? Okay, worst we're just going to do. This is Garrett. This isn't even close.
That's true. Let's just do worse from the get-go. So worse is, okay. Honorable mentions and nominees, whoever mentioned them, I think I was the only one that mentioned Jason Dante from Velocity. That guy, are you kidding me?
You can't even do it.
That guy sucked.
That guy sucked.
You sucked so bad.
Is he as bad as Garrett?
Whisper. I hated Nathan.
Is he as bad as Garrett?
No. I'm telling you, Garrett is by like a mile.
That's what I mean.
Like by a mile.
It's not even close. And I get any shout outs of any characters, but it's not even close.
Dude, and thank you, Will, on Twitter, saying I had a great impression of that guy. Thank you.
No, I don't think he said that.
No,
I think you're making that up.
He said the best impression of the season.
No. Oh, wait, he did. Damn it!
Thank you, Will. I thought so too.
By the way, it's the whiny voice. So bad. I just couldn't. I can't do it. And I hate it so much. And all I wanted to do was be able to nominate somebody else to throw in like a curveball to say, ha! But he's so awful from the start.
Dr. Yeager!
He started the episode kicking the damn soda machine.
Damn it, where's my Coke? Fuck that kid.
Worst villain, Garrett.
Good job, Garrett. Garrett
Episode
Davis.
15, Resurrection.
Terrible person.
All right.
And he got shot and killed. Hell yeah, Sheriff Adams.
Thank you for having the balls to pull the trigger. We all greatly appreciate it.
Honestly.
All right. So now it's time for best villain, folks.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm kind of interested to see what you say first.
You want me to go first?
I don't know. All right. You know what? I'm gonna do mine
Because the
first.
reviews is that good.
Yeah. Let me go first. No. Let me go first.
Cool.
All right. My best villain is Clark Kent. And this is
I love this option here. This was one of my nominees.
And I wrote down every single episode of something that he did. Except for 3. And I could make up petty things, but I didn't want to do that. So there are 3 that I do not mention, but I'm going to go with now. So Exile Parts 1 and 2. He caught up with Morgan Edge. So him being able to get involved with Morgan, him not really scaring him, it caused the kidnapping of his parents, essentially, where they almost could have died. Also, him deciding to go to Metropolis, then force John to make that deal that then caused his heart problems. That's what Clark did in Exile.
Great.
In episode 4, Slumber, he released the female Sandman villain. Afterwards, he thought that she was the hero and she was trapped. Instead, her uncle was actually saving us all, and he released somebody that has a power that's insane.
Yeah. It's like Charles Xavier or something.
Episode 5, he allowed Perry to blackmail him. Episode 7, Magnetic, he stalked Lana, and also he caused Pool Boy to go into a coma. Episode 8, he causes Lana to be crippled by the horse. He doesn't tell her anything at all.
No, that was Lex's fault.
And he is... No. He didn't tell her anything. And he invited her to watch.
It was Lana's fault because of the chamomile.
No. He didn't tell her anything. Hey, just come watch Lex. He's fine.
Lana should have just drank that shit in front of Lex and then been like, here you go.
Clark should have warned her about something.
All right, continue.
All right. Episode 9, Asylum. He decides to save Lex too late before the electroshock therapy because, Clark was so worried that Lex was then going to figure out his secret, which also goes back to the episode prior where Clark was only using Lex during his emotional trauma to find out where Morgan Edge was so then he could stop him because he knew his secret. So that was the only purpose of using Lex and sticking up for him in that episode. I'm still going here. Episode 10, Whisper. He acted like Tiny Tim. And he kills the bad guy. Episode 11, Delete. He allows Adam to be a part of the group. Episode 12, Hereafter.
Actually, he was pretty reluctant on that.
No, he wasn't, because he said he wouldn't talk about it because him and Lana agreed not to mention anything or find out anything anymore. And this was the time that he should have found out about things, and instead he decided to ignore. No. She has a bruise on her stomach, Clark. We agreed.
She didn't have it yet.
We agreed.
She didn't have it yet.
You know what I mean. Hereafter, Clark, he allows Jordan to drive to the home that the Coach Altman has the girls kidnapped, so he allowed wasted time where the girls could have died. He also allows Jordan to follow him inside, where he then has to run back inside in order to save Jordan. Once again, Clark's fault. Velocity kills Dante with Pete. Allows Pete to get his ass whooped.
Oh, he killed him with the water.
Okay, when Dante's car really like blew up and crashed, Clark really just like, it's cool.
Look what you did, Pete. Look what you did.
Episode 14, Obsession, Clark breaks up with Alicia. Episode 15, Resurrection, becomes friends with Garrett. Episode 17, Legacy, hides the octagonal key in front of John in the same toolbox.
Okay.
Episode 18, Truth, doesn't do his job, ruining a family, allowing Chloe to figure out the past. Episode 19, Memoria, after Lex has had a bad day, asks, hey, why does your dad fucking hate you? Episode 20, Talisman, accuses Lex of being like his father, even though he showed up in the office and didn't have an excuse, while Lex had an actual excuse. Also, he then accused Lionel of being his BFF and tricking himself and thinking that the prophecy meant Lionel and him.
Yeah.
Forsaken, doesn't care about Pete's friendship. Covenant, Clark teases Lana. Clark is my villain of the year.
I mean, you had every episode. I mean, that's going to win, you fucker.
The only three I didn't have, Crisis, I was going to say, well, he didn't allow Pete to answer the phone because he didn't trust him. Again, petty, so I wasn't going to do it. Relic, I was going to say he gave Lana his, the dead pearls, and then he had the flashback, and then he started thinking of themselves during these flashbacks, even though it had nothing to do with them, but he kept connecting it to their relationship. Once again, just being a tease. And then the last one I did not have was Extinction. I don't know what he did wrong besides leaving Pete in the woods after they discovered Van's cabin house.
Yeah, he didn't really do
Hey, call the cops! Later!
Bye! And he's
After
like, oh,
Pete
you didn't call the
bitched.
cops?
After Pete bitched about walking a mile.
Dude. No, that's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that's cheating, dude.
How is that cheating?
God, every episode, bro.
Dude, every episode. I told you I went all out.
All right, so we're just going to do some other nominees here. I mean, that's most likely going to win. Morgan Edge. Great nominee. Even someone on Twitter nominated that. It was Doomsday, Tay. Morgan Edge as best.
And you know what? I would agree in some ways because what Tay then used against me once again, I love it that they're using the arguments against me. Morgan Edge is best villain because he is the only one to give us John's belt on screen.
It's a great
that
reason.
He used on Clark when he was younger to put him in line.
Honestly.
The fact that he said, remember the kryptonite belt, Taylor.
Remember the belt.
That's pulling at my heartstrings. That was close. Again, it's because for best villain, and you and I discussed this.
Adam, top 10.
Adam was a nominee.
He was a nominee for me.
But the reason why is the longevity of the person. We needed to show, because also I'm surprised I didn't get anybody saying Lionel.
It's true. But it's like, it's almost a cheat at this point because, dude, he's been bad since season 1.
Yeah, maybe. But
wasn't he even season 1 villain?
Yeah, I think he was villain of the year. He
Because
was.
then we
on
said
one-
Chloe last season, I'm pretty sure.
No,
didn't
we did. Chloe won villain of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no going back on that. I'm still not taking that back. Love her to death, but no, can't take that back.
Yeah, you were villain. You were bad.
But that's what I mean.
Bad girl.
Clark this season and the whole plan from Jor-El was to not care about humans. And it seemed like, yeah, he took a step back this season, allowed people to die, end up in comas, not care about Lana's feelings. He didn't care about Pete leaving. Lex, no matter what, I get that Lex is wrong, but also Clark lied all the fucking time and then try to use that against Lex when they were both lying to each other. Clark was just awful to everybody this season.
Very bad, yeah. I mean, because I I was the one that even nominated him last season.
You nominated him, and I told you. I hinted at you all season saying you were season too early.
I was a season too early. And I stand by that because I'm going to let that win. I also nominated... this is just bias, Alicia. Alicia was so great. And
oh my god,
that's a wonderful villain.
Jesus Christ!
Like, dude, I would love for her to terrorize me. But my big one was Jarrell. Jarrell was my villain for this season.
And I do not have an issue with that whatsoever. I just wish he was more prominent.
Yeah, he wasn't as constant as Clark, and Clark really caused half the things Jarrell is doing. Really. Your argument against that is that, John made the deal with him, so he's back to collect. I mean, come on, you know? But what he did to the
I will
girl,
say this, though, with Jarrell.
Kara, what he did with her, what he did with Clark with the burning of the skin.
I will say with this Jarrell, with kind of, it is his fault with John in the heart, only because it's like, dude, John asked for more time, and you're like, 6 months.
Yeah, it's like, hey, give me Clark back, or your heart's gonna give out. Maybe sooner than later.
I thought you said I had more time. You do.
5 minutes.
180 days.
Yeah, I gave you some time, not all time. But that was my big one. But no, you're right. Clark, and I even said it last season, I gotta stick to my guns. He's the villain of the season.
Dude, I knew that you would have loved that. I
Kent.
went through every episode.
CK!
I knew you would love that.
Yeah, it's really good. Every episode, you got me. Yeah, that's why I said you're a motherfucker for that one. I hate you.
Some of them may be petty, but some of them are legit.
No, they were. They were very. I mean, all of them were pretty legitimate to me. I mean, but yeah, that's done with the villain category. Now we're gonna go to. I think we should go into power. Best and worst power. Fun.
Nicole also gave us the idea on YouTube a little bit because she did bring up saying, "Hey, you guys should do best power."
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
All right.
So I will give her that. The problem is she didn't tell me what her best power was,
All
so I blame her.
That's true. But we'll take it, though. We'll take it as Nicole. You're the one who gave us this category.
This is your category.
This is your category, okay? Yeah. You're not even getting an award. You're getting the category. Okay?
The Nicole category.
Yeah, the Nicole category. Okay, so, yeah, we're going with best and worst power. We'll start with worst power. Go for it.
It's easy. It's Jordan.
Dude. That is a very bad power. No. That's,
Joseph.
I put him down.
Joseph, have sex with somebody if you're Jordan.
That'd be so cool.
Oh my god, I just saw your dad.
Death orgasm, yeah.
There is not one positive thing.
His eyes would be like frightened open, like
he could never touch somebody. Like that's my problem with Jordan is we didn't know the extent of like how long it would last or if it just kept going and it just repeated the scene over and over, but it does seem like it did.
Yeah.
So I can't think of one good thing that power would be. I mean, it's just horrible.
It was terrible. Like, literally, he couldn't touch anyone.
And then everybody bumped his ass in the hallway.
He's like, my head.
Stop it.
My
you know
head.
what? Another shot at Clark. And Clark just stood there and watched. He's like, what are you doing? Move out of the way.
Hey, Jordan, you good? What's your deal?
Everyone's shouldering him.
But no, that was my number one. Jordan was my number
Okay.
one. So we are unanimous on that, I feel like. So that's cool. Honorable mentions, if anything, Sarah, the dream power, very stupid to me.
Oh, no, I would love it. I honestly, that's a great... no.
I mean, how
you
it
put
was,
that for worse?
how it was
okay.
presented was pretty bad.
Yeah, but it's presented from an 11-year-old or a 13. Was she 13 in the mind?
She was 13.
Okay.
Or 14.
We'll say 14.
I don't know. I'm surprised that episode even happened this season. I thought it was last season, honestly.
Why? It's so good. How can you forget?
It's so out of place.
It's
out of place completely.
No.
That episode didn't matter.
Yeah, it did.
What happened in it that was important? You remember, there's always one little thing that happens.
You're right.
I remember.
Skinny dipping.
That was a dream.
Bringing that up, though, was not a dream.
But that was still in the same episode. We still could have done without the whole thing. Because do they mention skinny dipping again in any other episode?
They don't, but it was also an adorable moment at the end that I got between. God, I miss those Clark and Lana moments. Man, when they were just so like
when they were young and just pure,
it was great. It was like a skinny dipping.
Before
maybe in your dreams. Oh my god.
Before finding out about your ship,
See, God.
And Whitney.
I miss those moments.
Yeah, when she was basically cheating on Whitney all the time.
What? Okay, those were the times.
Those were the days.
While she was cheating and he was having to take care of his family.
You ever heard of like the golden days? That was that time.
Whitney.
Yeah. getting cheated on, abused. I don't want to see my dad, so I'm going to go get tattoos with the boys.
Never forget.
Dude.
Let me show you this
R.I.P.
room.
Whitney, huh?
Okay, but
I heard you say, though, that you're like surprised it was worse power. But I could hear your argument as far as the concept of the power.
Yeah.
It could be best power.
If you fall asleep and I can be Sandman, then yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
Exactly. Sarah's Freddy.
How about Nathan? I put him down. That shit was gross.
No.
Screeching of that throat.
Nathan was fine.
He was grinding his teeth, Taylor.
Okay, but that's not his problem. Like, that's not his fault that in order to do his power, he has to look gross.
That power sucks.
What are you talking about? It's a sonic scream.
Sounds gross.
It's a shriek, man. How dare you?
I hate it. Anyways, Jordan, you won. Good job.
Yeah, way to go, Jordan. Hopefully you're not touching anybody. Oh, wait, you lost your power. You're fine. You're good. Now you're just still studying with Lana. Whatever
That's how bad it
Jordan?
was. He had to lose it.
Exactly. They had to give him some happy ending.
Okay, we won't give him the power anymore. All right, so best power.
Best power is Alicia. This is completely biased. And
it's absolutely biased because it's me and you and Jumper.
Yeah, Jumper. I put that in the notes already. I said
she's my number one, of course.
When it comes to teleportation, that would be my number one power. I would always invisibility, flying, suck it. I only want teleportation.
It'd be so quick and easy, and it's effortless, bro. It's godlike, and I fucking love
even
that
if
shit,
and I hate to jump to Marvel, even if I was part of X-Men, they go, you gotta look like Nightcrawler in order to get it. I'd be like, I'm in, let's do it.
I'll happily be blue and have a tail.
I'd rather look like Azazel, but that's just me. Yeah,
I would love red.
I want the red.
I do like red.
Yeah,
I do, but blue is more so kind of like my favorite color, so I'm gonna go blue.
That's fine. I'll be your daddy.
Okay. Okay. You are older. You have a mustache, and you are a dad.
It's true.
Fuck.
Yeah. So you can call me daddy.
All right. So yeah, pretty unanimous on this one.
Yeah.
On best power and worst power. So great. But my nominees, as far as other ones, I counted Brainwave. Delete. That the hacking skills, putting that whole algorithm, brainwashing people like that, I would consider that an ability.
No, it definitely is. And
that's number 2 for me.
I would give that to you because you didn't have to open the email in order to get brainwaved. It was just if she sent it to you, then you're automatically going to be in her control if you look at your phone.
Yeah.
So that's what I did like about the character. It wasn't you got to click on a virus. It truly was. If she sends it, you open, you're screwed.
Oh, dude. And in the age of the screens and media right now, bro, she'd easily win.
Oh, yeah. No, she would have an army at this point. Because you know why? Because people are dumb. And all they care about is their phones. Nobody wants to talk anymore. Nobody is like Smallville, like, hey guys, what's up? Everyone's just looking down. No one's looking up into the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smallville had it right. Go Crows.
Go Crows. Go. All right. I had a last nominee, and that was Chloe. Truth.
Yeah, Truth would be good. The problem
Great
is
power,
you would know things you didn't want to know.
Yeah, well, you gotta contain yourself.
You wouldn't, because if you would even have a conversation, you would have to avoid certain questions. And at that point, it would be something in the back of your head going, yeah, I need to ask
It's like you're
this.
the infinite question master.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
The infinite King's Cup rule. All right. Done with power. We got 4 more categories. We're going to now go into the best and worst Lex moments.
Ooh, these are the big ones. These are always the big ones.
So, you want me to start with worst?
Yeah, you start with worst here.
I think this may be unanimous, actually. I mean, worst moments for Lex, Shattered and Asylum. Like, when Shattered going through the whole thing of being poisoned and brainwashed, pretty much thinking you're crazy, going through now being committed for, 3 months, and then having to go through the electroshock therapy. That was by far the worst Lex moment this entire season. It's not even something as far as like, because I was trying to think as far as bad things he did, like his actual worst moments, but what happened to him, that I feel like it beats it, you know?
Okay. So I'm going to give you mine, and it wasn't just you. Tay brought this one up as well.
Okay.
With your nomination. The reason why I disagree he was under the influence. He was really served LSD in his whiskey the entire time. So him chugging his drinks, I get him being like his lowest moment, but I can't necessarily blame him for that lowest moment because it was somebody doing it to him, not him being that.
Yeah.
But I will give you, but even with the trauma, now that we know what the trauma is, I get it's his worst moment, but I can't blame him now.
Yeah, well, it's not about blame, you know. It's just
know,
like that's
it's
his
the low
worst
moment.
That's
It's
the
the
low
low
moment.
moment.
But if you want to go into far as like what I thought in terms of just weird things he was doing, the white blood cell count thing, and then the whole "I want Papa to love me."
Okay, that is up there. I just didn't know if he was telling the truth or not with the electroshock therapy.
Yeah.
So that's where I love the honorable mention. Let me get to mine here for you.
All right.
So, mine was Covenant, episode 22 here, so season finale. And mine was when Clark finds Lex's room and he sees all of the photos of him, of his family, sees the bullets, sees the car crash, sees, once again, anything that Clark was a part of, there was something there to show. And Lex says to him, "This isn't about you." That, to me, is Lex's worst moment. Because what the fucking hell are you talking about?
It's not about you, I promise, Clark.
What are these photos?
I know I have these pictures of your parents.
But it's like big posters. It's like covering the whole wall. So with him looking at Clark straight face, this isn't about you. What?
Yeah, he shouldn't have the pictures on display.
Like,
He should have them covered unless he's in there.
why didn't he have them just on a flash drive or something?
Yeah, we know what they look like.
Also,
Lex, we know what
Joseph,
they look
What are you
like.
gonna do with those photos? What do those photos show you?
Who is this about again? Who is this room for again? That's what he needs it for. He needs to remind himself.
So that was my nomination.
I mean, it's a good one because
However-
that's pretty bad.
I think I'm gonna give this to Will on Twitter,
Okay.
and I'm gonna even
What did he
show
say?
you. It's a 4-second clip. and
Oh,
it's
in
all-
Resurrection?
Yes.
When Lex...
That may be the worst moment.
I think I might have to agree with him as well. I
'Cause once
forgot, I
again,
forgot he mentioned that.
now that we know what it is, yes, that's disgusting.
when he did it in Resurrection, he had this weird little confrontation, or not
Episode
confrontation,
15.
weird interaction with Lana.
She was cleaning up the apartment for Adam. After Adam.
That's right.
Yes.
After Adam left, and he was in there grabbing her chin and like cleaning her, and
He grabbed her chin close. As he
like how
was-
you about to kiss someone.
And
almost.
then he grabs his handkerchief and he just wipes the spot of dirt that wasn't even there. He just wiped her face. And he's like, it's okay. Like that. Maybe. See, this is hard for me.
Yeah,
This is actually a hard one because that's disgusting.
yeah, especially since we know the like this little weird thing going on.
Yeah, the hidden meaning behind the little touching of the cheek. Also, even what we found out from the comic in Smallville issue number 9, Lana is reciprocating. So that obviously turned her on.
It's an older guy, dude.
Dude.
She's seen his dick before.
Oh my God, she is. But
I
she
think-
was 10.
So are we gonna give this one to Will?
I don't.
I think we should because it's really good.
It's disgusting. All right, go. It's Will's. I'm going to give it to you, even though I love my moment because Jesus Christ.
That was bad.
He has just full on posters.
Terrible.
What are you talking about, Clark? It's about me.
Dude, these are your parents, I know.
There's not one photo of you here.
Chill out. It's not what you think. He sounds like a maniac. I would be like, you're out of your mind, right? That is a. I don't even have that picture.
Makes sense.
What if he was like, I don't even have that picture?
Is that at school?
We lost that a year ago. Where did you get that?
See, that takes a lot.
It's like, how do you have pictures of my parents?
That takes a lot for me.
It really does. All right.
But I will, the creepiness behind. Will gets this Resurrection.
He
episode
wins
15,
off the worst Lex moment because it's creepy.
wiping the cheek with the handkerchief. Done.
Yeah, terrible. So now we're going to go into the best Lex moment. And I think we're just going to
go ahead. I can't even get
and,
the dirt out of the cheek out of my mind right now. I just want to go back to that.
Yeah,
how disgusting was that?
But we got to stop it, dude, because it's just going to make us angry.
Let's just keep replaying that GIF over and over again. Thank you, Will.
Just like the little wipe. No, I think we should admit though, we cheated on this one.
No.
You don't want to admit we cheated?
I don't want to admit. Listen, I'm sorry that the teacher didn't say you can't use materials.
Okay, fine. All right, so best Lex moment.
No, you can admit it.
Damn, he got me. All right, so yeah, we're going to admit it. We cheated. We got our moments.
No, we only got one. Technically, I only got one, and it was this moment.
But I got mine also from that same thing, because I agree with, we had this discussion earlier.
Oh, so you're just going with the other one?
I'm going with the other one, because I think that's better.
No, I don't think so. Okay.
Yeah. All right, but best Lex moment, go for it.
That's great that we both cheated, though, so that makes us a little fair.
No, we're gonna cheat on this one.
All right, so once again...
I forgot what number it is.
It's number 3, don't worry.
Smallville Magazine,
number 3. And
everything's number 3, huh?
Oh, how crazy. And it's a Luther issue. You guys need to be subscribed to the series. I'm sorry if you're not. They came out in 2004. Mm-hmm. These things have now made Joseph and I take a deeper dive where they had their own list of some of the best Lex moments. There's 2 in season 3, and the one that I picked, which was with Chloe and Magnetic. Lex still was not under the sanity. This was right before he was poisoned. This was right before Shattered. This was at the moment where Lex had his PI go and steal Chloe's hard drive, where then he figured out that Chloe was in fact investigating his father, figured out secrets behind his father, and Lex in this episode offers his protection of Chloe as she continues doing this research for Lionel, or over Lionel for Lex. So the reason why it's my best moment is because he did a sweet moment for Chloe, and he and her became their own duo. And it's like what I even said during that episode, this is a deadly combination, and they were wonderful together. This was my best Lex moment. Sure, I may have cheated because I read the magazine, but if I would have remembered this moment, this easily would have been mine. Because this finally was trust with somebody.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah. I guess in a sense it is cheating. I mean, obviously, it's part of an episode. It's not like it's like some hidden detail, but... Yeah, we cheated.
Because we really couldn't figure out anything with best Lex moments.
Really?
I mean, both of ours, by the way, are so early in this season, which is why it's hilarious. Because after Shattered, I need people out there to come up with best Lex moments.
Yeah, because he was kind of falling off the wall there. And mine was just like I said, same thing. But this one was back in Phoenix. And what was that, episode 2? Yeah, episode 2. And... it was when Lex helped out with the mortgage of the Kemp farm with the deed and still had it under John's name, the Kent family name, and took over the debt and helped him out with the debt.
Horse sense,
yes. Like Taylor mentioned in that episode.
With the Lawrence brothers.
Yeah.
And this is where they were able to have the farm purchased because they said that wild horses are then on this land.
Like a farm loan or land loan.
So that would mean that they don't have to pay anything, and yet they still have control over the farm.
Yep. So
horse sense.
And that was also when John and Lex even, shake hands finally, have that moment. So that was nice.
And you know what? We do have another nomination, actually 2 others. The first one would be from, once again, Will and Shattered, and this would have been Lex escaping the hitman that was after him. The reason why I argued against it, and I'm sorry, but I had to do
The
this.
Hitmen sucked.
They were so bad. Come on, it was a straight shot in a hallway, and then the other time where he has his laser pointer going across the bookshelf, like, don't see it, don't see it. Like, come on, I can't say that was impressive when it looked like it was these guys' first time on the job.
Honestly.
This was bad.
Hey, I almost got him.
Why wouldn't he
Almost
just put it
got
from
him.
the floor up?
Unbelievable.
Insane. The other nomination that we did have was from Rainy Day, and this one was from Memoria, where he dropped the bomb on Lionel about Mama and Julian, and going further back, the fact that his child self took the blame to protect his mother. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's my issue with those. When it came to, he didn't realize that he did that, though, with the mother.
Yeah, he like forgot.
He had like a psychotic break in order for that to happen.
Does it count
The
if
man
you don't know?
broke himself in order to forget it. I get that if he would,
But is that the ultimate good deed, though? That
But
it's
does
so good you traumatize yourself to forget?
but also your father's the one that traumatized you on top of that by saying, "What did you do?"
Best Lex moment.
Okay, all right. See, I'm not gonna give that one. And then when it
No,
came,
it's definitely going to go to one of us because we cheated, so we have the good ones.
yeah. I was gonna say, unless people are gonna argue against Smallville the magazine, amateurs.
Should we call a tie on that one because we got it from the same thing?
Yeah, we'll call it a tie. Even though
We'll just say Smallville Magazine number 3 won for Best Lex moment.
you know what, deal.
Deal.
It owned everybody.
It really did. It owned us.
But also, even with people naming later episodes, it's hard to do in the later ones.
No, yeah, you don't
isn't
have much there.
Yeah, there's not really great moments. Once he has the electroshock therapy, Lex sucks.
Yeah.
He then focuses on daddy love. He doesn't remember anything.
love Papa. Please
Him-
love me back.
Him and Clark just lie to each other. And he starts having feelings for Lana.
Yeah.
Disturbed.
Love it.
I'm not...
Now we go to our next favorite characters, best and worst moments. Clark Kent. Clark Joseph Kent. Oh.
Yeah, and by the way, this one, I didn't cheat. Like, this one was pure me. This one was all me.
Is it having to do with Lana?
Yeah.
I'll let you go first then.
Mine contradict each other, which is why it's bad.
Okay.
So, my first one is going to be for the best Clark moment, him finally letting go of Lana. And this was in Forsaken, episode 21, where it was him giving the kiss on the cheek, saying, au revoir, have fun in Paris, but you are no longer needed here, and just forget about me. That's what the kiss on the cheek meant. He finally was giving up after an entire year of messing with the girl. He finally allowed and he set her free. So that is his best moment. And then his worst moment is the very next episode. In Covenant, episode 22, when he goes against that.
Yes.
He brings the white rose that was discussed in Smallville issue number 9. And that's where it talked about how he was going to save that for her. So he then shows up at the airport. He watches her struggle with her bags. He then waits for her to see him, waits to get about 5 feet, and then vanishes. He left the white rose that he promised to give her a week later.
That's right.
So obviously she knew he was there and instead screwed with her mind once again.
So it's like you just admitted like your best and worst moments of him.
Like, this is... I gave it to him because if we stopped at Forsaken, then it is his best moment. But then he goes against it in the very next one with his worst moment.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else, but his worst moment has to be the rose because, for God's sakes, it's worse than a tornado.
Wait, are we doing worst right now or best?
No, you're up now.
For worst?
I went best.
Oh, okay,
then worst.
best. For best. Okay.
Yeah, you go best.
Best is when he agreed to fuck his cousin.
Wait, what?
That was his best moment.
What do you mean? Wait.
When he agreed by kissing his own cousin, Kara, whom he believed to be his cousin, because they're from the same planet. He agreed.
What?
silent agreement to have sex with his cousin.
Okay. That's not it. You can't argue that whatsoever.
All right, so worst moment then?
No, you can't because, hold on. They lied about her being his cousin. He doesn't know that she's his cousin. So he didn't know what he was agreeing
At
to.
the time, it's under the assumption
No,
that
it's not.
was his cousin.
He just told Lana that.
Nah,
so she
he
wouldn't
believed
be jealous.
it. He believed it.
She said, "Who's the whore on the hill?" He had to lie.
That's my cousin. You watch your mouth.
Oh my God, this was his best moment for you.
Yeah. No. That's mainly a joke. I did write it down though.
Shout out.
Shout it out, man. Shout it out. I want to say, because Cal in Metropolis was just so great. So that was my best moment with Clark, being Cal.
Okay, no, because now you're sounding like Tay. I already had to,
And I agreed with Tay.
No,
I liked his suggestion.
It's just, but that's where it needs to be its own topic. If you're gonna do that, then fine.
We don't get Cal that many times, dude.
We get it enough where you can pick out of the episode. I mean, damn, he does a lot.
He only did it once last season, okay? And he did it once this season.
But it's not Clark Kent when he's under the influence. That's Cal. So again, if you're wanting to say best Cal moment, fine. But this isn't best Cal moment. This is best Clark moment.
Yeah, well, sorry. That's mine. You want to fight me about it?
You know what? You and Tay need to take this somewhere else. All right, but I do want to also say this. So this is what's crazy.
Okay.
Will didn't come up with the Clark Hannah Baker thing for best plan. He came up with that for worst moment for Clark.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I mentioned it. I told you earlier. I mentioned that. That's written down for my worst Clark moment.
And so with the worst moment,
but that's not my top.
I must say, it works really well with both the plan as well as worst moment, because no matter what, Clark went really well.
It's terrible.
And it was episode 2 Phoenix. I don't know why I call it Exile Part 2.
Oh, because it is.
Okay.
I think it's like a to be continued.
I thought it was.
The John fight.
Yeah, so, okay. I didn't know it had its own name. I forgot. But yes, that was also probably a terrible moment. I would say more of it as a plan, more of an emotional response, but I could see that Clark really did go as low as showing Morgan Edge everything, and so it looked really dumb. I still feel like because he screwed with Lana so much in that one moment, and with the connection with the flower, and watching her struggle with the bags, I can't let it go.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Okay, well, we were going back and forth,
now she
so
just
we got it.
He left her. Like, she just believes that he was there, and then he didn't want to say goodbye.
That's right. That's how you do it, dude.
That makes
you play hard to get.
There is. Damn it.
Well, okay, we're going back and forth, though. So what did we decide on best Clark moment? We going with yours?
So best Clark, if you want to say, hold on. Did anybody else give us a nomination for best Clark moment?
I believe we did. Let me see.
I don't think anybody did. Because
yeah, well, Tay, like I said, Tay,
you guys did
we agreed
Cal.
on
that doesn't count.
Yeah, it sure does.
So we're going to say that.
But also, I did write down Obsession. I loved Clark when he was with Alicia.
Wait.
Like, when he's like being, opening up to her, being nice for once, actually treating a girl how she's supposed to be treated.
Whoa. If you're trying to say the way he was romanticizing the relationship and how he was acting, I am so with you. I love that.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch. The problem is it ended too soon.
It did. But it was nice for the moment. That's why it's just a moment, Taylor.
Yeah, but it can't be the best or the worst.
No, that's the best.
No, it can't be the best.
Yeah, it can.
You know what? Fine. I'll give you that for the best. We're going to give it to Alicia and Obsession in the way he was treating her, because it was the first time.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It looked
when
like...
he walked her home and they like didn't kiss, but like they wanted to. And then the Christmas lights on the house.
Oh, you're pulling out my
strings
right now.
Turning around and, guess what? I'm getting woken up by a naked Alicia in my bed.
Yep.
Wow, this is the best date ever.
Until I woke up Dad, even though Dad only woke up because of the alarm.
And then not even mention the fact, Alicia asked him out, dude. And he was just like,
Yeah, but that's the best moment for Alicia.
Best moment for Clark.
No.
The whole thing, man. The whole thing with them, that was his best moment, and I loved it.
All right. You know what the problem, too, is?
I've mentioned Alicia in like every category.
I know. And well, I'm not going against you with it because I love it, and that's why I don't want to. I'm trying to actually give it to you, and sometimes you got to give me harder argument. But I do want to say this: with the best Clark moment, it's hilarious that there's really not a lot.
No, because that was really it. Because I mean,
Joseph,
I was stretching.
What does that go to?
Best villain.
Yes! Like, that's how hard. When people are choosing Cal moments, when people are mentioning Alicia and him loving the psycho girl, like, that's bad. That's top
Cal
villain.
and Alicia, man, that would have been...
That's your best moment, Clark, is being that.
Yeah, you should have been that.
But that's how you know. Best villain of the year.
Good job, Clark. You won best villain in a weird best Clark moment category.
All right, so best Clark moment, we're giving it to you in Obsession. We're giving it to that. Worst Clark moment, it's got to be the airport. I can't let that go.
No, dude. It's gonna be when he was stalking Lana on her date in Magnetic.
No, because she got him
when
back.
When he said multiple times, they're friends.
No, she got him back by calling him a loser to his face.
That's still a worst Clark moment. Are you kidding me? You shouldn't have done that in the first place. And what happened at the end? You got called a loser.
And then they laughed.
And laughed at you.
Then they went to have sex.
Dude.
He bought her a new wardrobe.
You heard a laugh?
All black. Have you seen my Mustang?
It was so unusual for you to hear Lana laugh that you thought she was being harassed or attacked. Because you've never made her laugh. Because you suck. Everyone's tired of that. No one wants Lana and Clark anymore. Lana, dead.
Yeah. Now everybody wants Lexana. Lexana.
Yeah, Lexana.
Lexana. Okay, I'm going to puke. Like, this is too far. I don't want to do this anymore.
All right, so we should talk about some nominees as well, because there was also the mention earlier, Extinction, worst Clark moment, the lead vest. Pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, because again, so many questions being asked. The problem is of who was there and who does not ask questions. Lana, so it just helps.
Lana's an idiot. Memoria, the kryptonite tank, the water. He should have died.
That was food coloring. We've been through this.
Still a bad moment.
He couldn't see.
It was like you feel bad moment because he walks in there like an idiot. Oh, I don't see the green tank. Hey, Dr. Gardner, you better stop what you're doing, buddy. Oh, how'd you get in here, Ken? Oh, wait, you're passing out? Put him in the tank.
I just love it so much. Ken, I'm going to call security.
Dude, how did you get in this room now?
His reaction is so funny.
Dr. Gardner was cool, man. I miss that guy.
Coma.
Another victim to the coma spell. God, I know we get more comas, too. I can't wait.
Coma time.
All right, so what are we saying for worst Clark moment?
All right, so for worst Clark moment,
airport is very bad, but date stalker, getting called a loser, very bad as well. Should we flip a coin on this one?
Flip the coin.
Okay.
I'll let you call it this time.
I'm going to call heads. Let's see.
All right.
Hey, Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails this time.
Damn. That's okay. It was fair. The god said it.
All right.
You win.
Yes, and that would mean...
It's really good, though. The airport is bad. He did it in front of her face.
He
literally stuck it. He might as well have stuck his tongue out when she was looking at him.
Hey, Joseph, what would happen if he just took the flower with him?
She would be like, oh, maybe I just saw Clark.
But with the flower left there, what does it really...
And the fact that we know the background that she told him. She threw that away as soon as she picked it up.
She gave him that flower back.
No, she threw it away.
I just can't believe it.
She had bags to
I
carry.
would have thrown that away.
She had bags to carry. I would have just left it on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, he showed up and didn't say bye. What a great person.
So that was Clark. She's like, oh, so that was him. That piece of shit.
There you go. Worst moment.
Hey, Lex, let's make out.
Even though Hannah Baker's pretty good still. I still think that's plan. I'm still going that's plan.
That's worst plan.
Yeah.
Because he hears the whole situation, right? There's hostages going on.
My worst plan still wins with Adam. But that's a nomination for worst plan.
No. That's the best worst plan nomination, like the second runner-up, because really, he hears the whole situation. He's stuck in a situation. His thing is like, well, let me just give him a whole jar of my blood. But, yeah, whatever. So, now we're going to a little fun category here. We haven't done this one before. And we should have actually done it sooner.
Yeah. And this is a shout out to Jordan, who's also been on the show.
Jordan, yes, he was on the show.
He came up with this category.
Back for, he was in Nicodemus, was he not?
No, he was in Boo City when John was pulled over.
That's right.
Was
Booze
bag, dude.
Suspect.
Yeah.
When he was in jail. Okay. Yeah, so he was with us last season, gave us the category of how did that person survive? So we're going to go, of course, off of characters. How ridiculous it was that they even managed to survive this whole season. Me and Taylor have already talked about what most likely is going to be the winner.
It's mine.
It's his. It's a really good one, but we'll save him for last. Well, I'll go with just some nominations, of course. We didn't post this one because this was kind of just for us, a little fun one. So, I mean, how did they survive? First thing you think of, because we never got the confirmation they were dead, we assumed they got away. And that was Helen Bryce, Dr. Helen Bryce, who jumped out of the plane.
It's a pretty good one.
And in the flashback, we only get the little scene, that flashback we get that she got the parachute, or did she? And we got nothing else from her. That was the last time we saw her. Let me find out. I forgot what episode it was.
Isn't it Phoenix?
It is Phoenix, right? Because, Lex is back.
Yeah. So isn't that when they talk about, though, what happened to her? Isn't that when they actually tell him? Like, what actually transpired with her? Because it's either Exile or Phoenix.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, is that I thought the discussion of them mentioning that the parachute was missing was in Phoenix when he returned home.
That's right. Yeah.
I think I got that right.
Yeah.
Again,
it's kind of dipping into season 2 a little bit, in a way.
Yeah, it's going back and forth between them, but I do like it. It's just my whole is I could then prove that she's dead.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. What if she got caught in a storm? I mean, what if something got her underneath the sea? Maybe the trench was there.
But it's purely the question on this character. How did she survive?
Well, we don't know if she survived.
No, you don't.
Okay.
But how? If they did, how?
I don't know what you're asking me right now.
Another runner-up here. Lionel Luthor. Where is your liver disease, sir? We got a diagnosis.
Doesn't exist.
Within the past 2 years, and you got a terminal diagnosis this season.
Why would you put
early
a gun
on,
in your mouth?
mind you?
Why would you pull a gun in your mouth? Why would you do this?
Early on, right? It seemed like he was probably going to die, next week?
Yeah.
With that suicide attempt? He's like, well, I'm already down to 1 week left.
I thought it was maybe painful. Maybe that's what was happening. Like, he was really suffering, but he was able to whoop John's ass. The moment he heard Clark was in the cave, he got, like, another life given to him.
Lionel, he's clearly a fit guy, okay? And it's like he looked not even like he was sick whatsoever.
No, it did look like as the season was progressing, like he was getting health-wise better.
Yeah,
it made me upset.
That's it as far as my nominees.
All right, so
go ahead with the champion.
I had one. It's Pete. When it comes to how did this person survive this year, it has to go to Pete. I don't know what he did, but he was always caught in the middle of something. He got his ass whooped multiple times by Loader. He got his ass kicked by Look of the Irish and Dante.
Mm-hmm.
He was always in the middle of something where even if it was keeping Clark's secret, the man was getting his ass kicked. And I don't even know if, like, Wichita wasn't a ploy and he's really now in the witness protection program because so many people are after him.
Yeah.
And that's where his mother and father getting a divorce is all fake. Pete's on the run because of Clark's secret, and Loader has the FBI down his back.
Hate crime.
So hate crime all the way around right now.
And he gets it, man. Pete, you are the champion, brother. Sayonara. How did you survive?
How did he make it?
I don't understand. You could have made it longer.
Could he?
I don't know. He was breaking down with Clark.
Oh yeah, he was not holding it together.
I'll see you around, Clark.
And even with the Chloe Chronicles too. I mean, sure that was a little bit prior, but still, he almost died then.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of hostage situations.
And this season, with him just leaving a Wichita, that's also my other side of the argument.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that it was giving him a farewell versus killing him.
Killing him. We should have killed him.
Yeah, you gotta do that
We should have killed him.
because he doesn't return, right? No, you said he returns.
I think maybe one time.
So was the one time worth it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Can't even tell you
So you
what
should've
happens in
killed
the.
him.
I can't even remember what happens in the episode. So yeah, Pete the Boss Ross. How did they survive? Good job.
Way to go!
Good job, Pete. I hope your dad's proud. Okay, he doesn't get to see his son anymore, so he gets this award.
Earning those loaves on the Kent farm.
Hell, he'll sell your trophy for some loaves.
Gotta get that bread.
He's probably not making much now that the real bread maker is out of the house.
Yeah, so he has.
He's probably still complaining about that plant that shut down so long ago.
Hey, man, don't you talk about that cream corn factory.
It's all John's fault. I'm surprised he doesn't hate him.
That's true. Surprised he allows his son to hang out with his son. Like, don't hang out with that freak.
Yeah, don't hang out with that white boy.
Yeah. But that's not why everybody hates John. Everyone hates John because he's an asshole.
Now we're finally here. Finally here. The last category. The 8th and final one. Best and worst episode. I think we'll have fun with this. I think we also are maybe unanimous on the worst one.
Oh, yeah. Worst one. Okay, so I will give an honorable shout out because I really did want this to win. And that was Perry. Perry is such an awful episode.
That's a pretty bad one.
And
I don't even think I wrote that one down.
I can't get over it for just... It was just about a drunk guy being able to blackmail the Kents and the Kents falling for it so that he would show them around town, where then he brought up, hey, who's the girl on the Time magazine? Let's go see Lana so I can give her an interview. How dare you? And
Hey, you 16? Yeah. Don't do as I say, or I'm gonna make your life hell.
And then it's just Perry getting drunk for the rest of the time, finding out Lionel made him go under, and him. It's such a horrible episode. And even the plan at the end you brought up with the bungee cord, even that scene is god awful.
It's so bad.
The only reason why I can't give it the nod is because at least there was some funny moments when it came to the tractor. Him convincing Perry, no, you're just drunk. It fell off the back of a truck and the tractor is completely blown up.
And then speed in there, and
And
you're just
like-
like, hey,
Him and John are just having what?
huh?
Fell off a truck.
You're like, Clark runs there, and he's like looking at the sky too. He's like, yeah, what was that, Perry? Wow. I just saw you run over here. What are you talking about,
Where
man?
did you come from?
That man zoomed in right in front of him. It's a pretty bad episode.
Think about who the antagonist is. It's Perry.
Yeah, are you protagonist or antagonist? Because like at the end, you're like,
I don't know what he was. I think it was just for like, him and Annette.
Perry the Bulldog White.
It was just for him and Annette to like go in the back and really roll around in the hay.
Yeah.
Yeah, husband and wife. I want you to watch Chung.
Joan. Don't forget the other nominees, okay? For worst episode.
It's not even a nomination. I tried with Perry. I tried.
Slumber. Velocity.
Slumber gave me skinny dipping. Velocity gave me Pete the Boss.
What, the girl you'd prefer to date between her and Emily?
No, it gave us the Midnight Club edition if we played as the street girl.
It gave me, Pete, you're a damn idiot. You're the worst person. That's why you left the show.
Yeah, but he's the luck of the Irish, so I had to give at least
Jason
a little...
Dante, hot girlfriend. That was the best part about it. Such a whore. Because she was trying to bang Pete, and then was like seen making out with it was Jason's girlfriend.
Whoever has the title gets the girl. You know the rules of the street.
Loosey goosey for the Nas, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay, so do we want to go with the unanimous one now? This was also mentioned by even Will.
Everybody.
Again, everyone.
It's everybody.
Resurrection.
Yeah, it's
Resurrection
not
is
even close.
clearly the worst one. All we got in that episode was the blood.
Yes, bubbling, reacting
Blood
to the kryptonite,
crazy drug cocktail that Adam was using
the serum.
from Clark's blood. So Resurrection, good job. You did great at being bad.
Yeah, Garrett won worst villain, and he won worst episode. So Garrett all around was just horrible, and I'm so glad that we were able to get this best episode for this season, because without it, we would have to have Hold On to Garrett and then get this type of ending to it. Oh my God. Garrett was whiny.
Garrett
Every
was whiny.
minute of the episode, and Clark went along with it.
Hey, dude, relax. I'll get you a heart.
That guy's not staying
Oh,
in
sorry,
my
a
home.
liver.
That guy's never coming home with me. When Martha makes that suggestion, no, it's
Yeah,
fine.
he was even bitching at the house.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you have a couch. Then we go to the barn. Hey, little runt.
Yeah, and then he invites his brother over. How rude.
Yeah. Fucking
What a
overstaying your welcome, buddy.
And then he's like, Clark, what's wrong with him? I don't know. He just showed up.
He's like dead now again. Again. Crazy. What happened there?
And he yells at the doctor.
I looked at Garrett. He's just yelling at me again. I was like, oh, I'll try.
Doctor has no idea.
He's like, son, you know, your brother's technically not supposed to be like, I don't care. Get him a liver. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, we only got one patient with the liver in here.
The-
Cool. Get him.
And
That's
then-
my dad. You leave me no choice, Clark. Hated that kid. God, worst character. Worst villain.
He's the biggest piece of shit.
He was terrible.
Like,
Dude.
think about that.
No wonder the parents died.
And also,
No wonder his brother died. It was probably suicide.
they gave themselves liver.
Yeah, he gave himself that rare liver disease. He probably had like a buddy, maybe like in the army or whatever he did. I forgot what he did.
They knew
the
Adam.
bombs. It was the bombs.
He knew Adam.
All these weird construction workers, like one guy maybe had a liver disease. Like, I need that. I need that. Yo, blood transfusion real quick or something.
Stick the needle in me.
Yeah. I need to get away from that little runt. Man, shout out Resurrection. Clearly, it was this great that we keep talking about it.
Yeah, it was so fantastic. You want to rewatch it tonight?
No. But, best episode. Best episode. You know, I want to give it to the one that was obviously the Academy Award. But
Yeah.
I'm just so biased. You know this.
There is no way. There is no way you are gonna say what I mean.
Episode 14.
Oh my God.
Obsession. Alicia Baker. Woo! I love you so much. I will never talk bad about you in any way. You get best everything. Best episode. Obsession. Don't even try to say Memoria, okay? It doesn't even compete.
I love that your argument is strictly Alicia.
Obsession.
I love you.
Alicia Baker. I love you.
Oh
What did we get in that episode, Taylor? We basically got vagina.
my God. Okay, hold on. If I was 14 years old, hanging out with my parents on the couch on a Tuesday night, and there was vagina on the screen during Smallville, I'm all about it. But now that I'm a father with a mustache, I must say,
Feel perverted?
I am not. I can't make it win the award. And the reason why, I'm with you. And we're going to talk about when it gets to the other episode later on this season. Because you're maybe a season too short or too soon.
Yeah, because she does have her 2 episodes next season.
And which ones would you say are better? Those or this?
I hate you so much.
Like, you're season 2 early.
But there's also other good episodes that are going to compete and most likely be better. And I need her to have it this season because she won't get it next season, probably.
Are you sure?
Dude, I think so.
Are you sure?
You know I'm crazy for her. God, I love her so much.
I know, but no.
She gets it. I'm sorry. She gets it.
I will bring up Shattered.
I really like Shattered. It's very good. It's a really good episode.
It is.
Because it's just so, we get the Morgan Edge thing finalized, and then the whole Lex thing, man, just being brainwashed and whatnot. It's like, you feel bad for him, but also he's right. He's thinking straight. And it sucks that it's happening to him.
And I love argument against me when it comes to Memoria, which is strictly it cannot win best episode because it goes against the Smallville structure, which is the high school drama where the episode did not include Chloe, did not include Pete, and only had 5 minutes of Lana at the very beginning. So that is the argument against Memoria, because spoiler, you can already tell where I'm going to go with this. But when it comes to Shattered, Clark was still an asshole, and that's why I have to go back to. Clark just used Lex the entire time. I didn't really find that entertaining. Instead, I'm just like, you suck.
Yeah.
And instead, it's Lex really suffering, and Chloe just, like, getting behind, allowing him to run out. I love you, Chloe, but Jesus. Like, somehow you were 200 yards behind him. And then it's Lex looking at Clark, choose your parents or me.
That was pretty stupid.
If there's just too many holes for me in Shattered, I don't like to pick at them because I love that episode, and I do agree with one thing. It is Michael Rosenbaum's best performance of the season.
It's really good how well he played that portion of that episode, like that character arc for him. It was really good.
But now that I complimented the other nominations, they're all shit compared to Memoria. Memoria is the Academy Award-winning episode.
I know he ain't talking about me in Alicia,
all right,
bro.
you need to calm down.
I know he ain't talking about me in Obsession.
I allowed you to
Episode
go off
14.
here. Okay. Let's go back to Memoria. The reason why Memoria has to take home the prize, and you know this, is that even though there was no high school drama, even though there was no Chloe, who I love with my 9 years at the Torch, she is the best, and again wins best fight because she is so wonderful. Vilma never loses when she's on the case. But I do also have to say, I didn't need the characters in Memoria because Memoria did something that no other Smallville episode does.
It truly is. It stands out.
It tells us things.
Mm-hmm.
You finally give us answers. The whole Shatter thing happened in episode 8. So I had 11 episodes in order to then
finally get back to
like
the closure.
Main point. So I have so much wasted time in between where it was such a buildup that paid off.
It really did.
And it wasn't just, oh, Lex not only is going to get his memory back, instead, we go even deeper with it by figuring out Lex has another memory of his mother. And now we're getting into different trauma that was also brought up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And now we are really focusing on the issue, which is he never killed Julian. And that was such a big reveal to find out how his mother was, looking like the Ring Girl, and how Lionel walked in that situation, then believing that Lex killed his brother. Memoria, just for me, is absolutely flawless. It deserves the title. It is the Academy Award winning. I loved everything about it. And you know what? I didn't even bring this up. It gives us a little peek of Clark's past with his parents.
You know, that was a very... I was thinking of that in a sense of like a best Clark moment because of his mom, the mom reveal. His Kryptonian money, but the circumstances of that moment is not really that great.
I mean, yeah,
it's not great.
How he ends up there,
but
in food coloring.
And don't forget about Will. He suggested what you should have been picking, which was Extinction. It has everything you love about Smallville,
except for the lead panel.
of him wearing that around his
Well, that's just
neck.
ridiculous drama. Like,
That's not ridiculous drama. That was awful. And then Lana just like spin kicks him and just beats him. And that's all she had to do from the very start. So Van, granted, he won Best Plan. That is an absolutely wonderful moment. But when it comes to overall Best Episode, it's once again, there's too many silliness parts to the others where Memoria, what's silly? Sure, Clark shows up inside of the office,
yeah.
but that's it, right?
Yeah.
I don't really have another silly moment, and that was also forced in order for us to get that flashback with his parents. So there was also an end point to it, but overall, the episode is so serious.
Yeah, all
It's
the way
hard
through.
to make fun.
Yeah, it's all the way through. There's like all the actual like canon story parts of Smallville, finishing character stories as well. It's just there. It's high quality. In terms of the quality of the episode compared to all of the rest of the season, it's the best one.
And I'm even going to bring up one more point to it to prove it was the best one. They shot so much for the episode.
And they had the whole long, detailed companion book article.
And they also, on the next episode, cut out the birthday in order to include those scenes that they weren't able to include in Memoria.
Yep.
So it was such good that they had too much that they then said, Schneider, that's how good Memoria was. They said, we don't care that you shot a birthday scene. That's out. Put those Memoria scenes that we forgot about in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. And
my
I mean,
other argument.
no, it is unanimous on that. But, really who wins is a session, Alicia. But yeah, Memoria won. And Taylor saw me do quotes on that because
I didn't see you quotes. You completely gave it the award. So it honestly deserves it. Yeah! You got to add all the sound effects. You can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back, be like,
Just got to make sure that there's like a live studio audience.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a laugh track,
Yeah, like we're at Nickelodeon like studios or something.
little splats.
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly. You know where it ended on every episode and then it did
Yeah.
that's when you always like seeing it's like, oh, it's performing in a live studio audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cause it's all that.
Damn, man. It's really, we just did the punctuation mark on the season. It's truly done. We gave our awards. Thank you to everyone who actually participated with this, gave us, their suggestions, polled it. That's great. We're definitely going to do that for, any future award shows.
And we'll be cleaner this time around. We do want to give it where it's. I still
more
want
time.
everybody's opinion though, because I don't want to ever come up with our own nominations when I'm getting such great ideas.
Yeah, and if it's from the fans, yeah, because you fans really did come up with a lot of good ones, like solid arguments on every one of them. Sure, some of them weren't picked, but hey, you did the effort, dude. You really went out there and tried for us.
Better luck next year, losers.
Yeah, try harder.
But seriously, 5 stars.
yeah.
Don't.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah, we love
this
our
is-
fans,
This
kind
is
of.
insane. Like, just 5 stars.
It's not that hard. There's 5 stars. You click on the 5th star, and you're done. It's crazy.
And then you can insult me.
And definitely as we go through more of the seasons, because like we've said, we've talked about themes of each season. So going into the new one, stick with that theme. If you have any new categories you'd like to suggest, please do. Throw them to Taylor at any time. He needs something to do, dude. Baby's not enough. He needs more.
Yeah. And if I get back to you late and then you, like, complain about it or something, okay.
You're going to have to hear from his son.
Yeah. And Oliver is a pain in the ass. Jesus.
But yes, thank you again.
I love him, though, right? Baby's best.
Yeah, dude.
Ever.
I love him so much.
Love him so much. Best thing.
I've only known him like 2 months.
It's 3 months now?
I've only known him like 3 months. I've known you like 8 years, dude.
Get my baby's age right.
Yeah, for real.
You know me like 10 years.
That's true. Yes, 10 years. My math is off. But
Yeah.
again, this is the Somebody Save Me podcast, ending season 3 with the awards, and I think this went well. This was very exciting. Can't wait to talk more about Alicia next awards.
Hopefully we didn't give too many shout outs and like too many people compliments.
Yeah, honestly, like don't let it go to your head.
Yeah, like maybe
We don't like that shit.
You should probably cut some of the names out. I don't think we
Yeah, we'll
should do-
bleep the names out. Yeah, beep! It suggested extinction. And yeah, we thought that was a great one. Kudos to you.
It'd have been great if like everyone's gonna ask, "Oh my God, what was the name? How bad was it?"
Yo, I didn't see that on their feed. We're like making shit up.
I'm pretty sure we did with some of these.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Either way, though, great season. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm so excited about season 4.
Yeah, y'all are gonna be very eager to hear how Taylor talks about Lois.
Nope, we're gonna have to edit that. Maybe a little inappropriate.
No, we'll see.
And by the way, shocker and spoiler, I'm against that, positive public reaction when it comes to her. I'm on the negative side.
He really is.
When it comes to...
And you'll all see. So
No. I'm going to be proper. Just takes till episode 2.
So catch us again next season for the season 4 premiere of Smallville Crusade. And we finally get Lois. Taylor, say goodbye and good night to the people.
Good night, season 3. I'll miss you. Adam!
Remember, Lex, Judas hung himself with his own rope.
Why are you standing so close to me?